Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordam. We are back for some more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous in Last Azlanti and Unfair. We are in the Colyphyr Mines. We just went into the, I guess the deeper levels, where we met Mutasafen, which we killed in this very cool fight over here. We leveled up to level 19, so I'm actually going to start the episode by leveling up to 19, and then we're going to continue exploration of this area. So, to start, my main character, level 10 in Eldritch Knight, which makes me very happy. We finally have spell critical, which means every time we crit, and we do crit somewhat often, the next spell we cast within 2 rounds is going to be cast as a swift action as if quickened. We do have quicken rods, yes, but spell critical will just make that work for free, essentially. So Eldritch Knight over here. Let's get our usual stuff. And as for the feat, I'm gonna go for weapon specialization in Great Axes, just increasing the damage we deal with our Great Axe. In terms of spells, we get a level 8 spell, which is gonna be useful. We have no level 8 spells as of now. What we're gonna get here, can you guess? We are going to get Sea Mantle. So Sea Mantle just gives us a +8 cover bonus to AC, which, I mean, it's pretty great. Immune to fire, also pretty great. Freedom of movement. Actually, no, that's not... No, forget about that. That's not for us. We get +8 cover bonus to AC, +4 to reflex saves against foes that do not have freedom of movement. That's the way it works. We also get immunity to fire, and a couple of other things which I don't really care too much about. The +8 to cover AC is what I want. So, my level up is done. We are now level 4 Sorcerer, level 4 Dragon Disciple, level 1 Scaled Fist, and level 10 Eldritch Knight. Moving up to Sela. So Sela, I think I've accomplished pretty much all I wanted on my fighter side of things here, because on the fighter, we took our weapon training, which is really what I wanted. I could keep going for more fighter levels to get some more feats. I don't really think I need many more feats on her at this point, honestly. So I'm simply gonna give her some more paladin levels, which will just make her Mark of Justice even better. We also get some extra mercy, stuff like that. We might even get level 4 spells, which will probably not make much of a difference, but it is something we can do. So level 12 in paladin here, and the usual level ups on the skills. And for the feats, I had thought about something and I forgot. No. Back to back. So, I like back to back on Sela because she's always playing as a mounted character. So, if we also give this to Big Bird, which I want to give this to Big Bird, and they will both benefit from the +2 circumstance bonus to AC against attacks from opponents that are flanking you. It's kind of a minor thing at this point. We really have all we really wanted up to, level 18. This is just bonus, basically. As for the mercy, I think there's a couple of things here which could be very useful. Exhausted is very useful, paralyzed is very useful, staggered is very useful, even stunned can be very useful. I am not exactly sure which one I want, to be honest. We have other ways to deal with exhaustion, like a heal. Cursed could be cool, but it uses the paladin level as the caster level, and we don't really have a lot of paladin levels. I think I might just go for stunned, or I can just go for paralyzed. I'll just go for paralyzed. It's just an additional way to dealing with that type of effect. Or stun usually doesn't last that long, so I think paralyzation might be better. Sorry. I'll go for stunned, I guess. Because paralyzed, if we have freedom of movement, we're fine. Yeah, I'll go for stunned here. That's a level up here. Mr. Big Bird also levels up. So right now we cannot give him back to back, but hopefully in the next level we will be able to. For my Scald, I think that in a future playthrough, I probably will be playing my Scald in a different fashion. I don't think I will take the spell focus anymore, or the spelling attack. I like it, it's kinda cool, but at the same time I don't feel like it's that necessary, and I think maybe we could have had something a little bit better here. So, even though this is a fun thing, I don't think I would take it again. And same thing for the spell focus, it's just a double down on this. But, you know, at this point, I took it to try it out. We're trying things for science, we discovered that I don't really like it, but for the purpose of this playthrough, I'm gonna keep going for a dispel focused or dispel oriented build, and I will just give him critical dispel focus. Just again, doubling down or doubling thrice on the dispel, I am taking this. I think if I were to play with the Scald again, which I probably will at some point, this would be some kind of stat drain ability. And these would be something different like Dazzling Display and Shatter Defenses. Maybe even Cleave would probably go out, is what I'm guessing. Still very useful, so not really complaining. So yeah, we get a Skull talent over here. And for this one, we have a couple of cool ones. We have... The ones I like the most are Crippling Strike, which would drain strength, would deal strength damage. Petrifying Strike, dealing dexterity damage. And also Wearying Strike, dealing constitution damage. The ones I like the most are these two. Wearying Strike, because if you drain constitution, you are also draining their maximum HP. Which can be meaningful. But at the same time, if you are removing their dexterity score, you are also lowering their AC, which I like quite a bit. So, and this is also draining for 2 points, this is only 1. I'm gonna go for the Petrifying Strike and see how I like it. As for the level 5 spell, you know, as we've seen, I haven't really been using spells all that much. On my Scald, I should say. So we'll just take something here like Shadow Evocation. Doesn't matter, I'll never use it. Done. For Camellia. So, I was thinking about if I wanted to continue going on a Shaman route, all the way up to level 20. But I don't think we get a lot by going to level 20, especially because this is mostly focused on melee. So I'll do something different. And this is a multi-class dip, which I think can very easily benefit one of your characters if you are unsure what to give them. And it's just to take 1 level in Ranger here, in Demon Slayer. Because by having a single level dip in Demon Slayer, you are gonna get favored enemy against the more common enemies in the entire game, which are gonna be all of the demon types. So, with just 1 level, you get full BAB progression, and you also get a very nice boost against demons. So I'll take that, and I will also prepare to take something else. Because I don't really need anything else from here. I think I'm fine in terms of feats. I'm just double checking, but I think I'm fine. I know improved precise shot could be maybe useful, but I don't think I really need it, honestly. And other than that, I think we're fine in terms of what we have. Yes, we are. So, I'm going to be taking something that I wasn't sure if I wanted or not, but I'm going to be taking a skill focus here in Arcana or World. This is only as a prerequisite to get a level in Lore Master. Because what I can do with this is, level 19 I take Demon Slayer for the 1 level dip, get the bonuses against demons. And then, with a single level in Lore Master, we can still progress our Shaman spellbook, and I can also get an additional spell of any spell book that I want, like the Wizard or the Cleric or even a Rogue feat if I wanted to. So I'll take that in preparation for the next level. So here we go. Demon Slayer favored enemy. We have Demons of Magic, Demons of Slaughter, Demons of Strength. It's a +2 bonus on attack and damage rolls against those enemies. Pretty useful. Going for Cordampina. On Cordampina, I'm once again gonna go into Lore Master to have potentially some more fun with the Hellfire Rays. I keep going back and forth on if I want to go for Hellfire Rays or not, but I guess we can. We don't really need anything else at this point. So we're mostly free to pick whatever we like. And in this case, I am also going to go for a meta magic feat, I think. Yeah, I'll go for Intensified Spell here. Now, the way Intensified Spell works is, and I think this is a new meta magic feat, at least it didn't exist in Kingmaker, and this will increase the maximum number of damage dice by 5 levels. You must actually have sufficient caster levels to surpass the maximum in order to benefit from this feat, which I think we're gonna have. And it costs us a level increase of +1. So why is this a cool thing to have? I'm gonna show you guys in a second. So remember, it increases the damage dice by 5. If we look at Hellfire Ray, this has a damage cap of a maximum of 15d6. So you can never go above this. But if you intensify it, you can go up to 20d6. So just more damage baseline for the Hellfire Ray. And it's also 5 more dice being rolled for our bolster spell, which is again very, very useful. I'm gonna fix my spell books in a second because I have some more slots here. And now we go for Cordampini. She's gonna get her last interesting level in Lore Master. Lore Master level 9. We're gonna level up the usual stuff. You can take that. And what was I going for here? I had a pretty good idea of what I want. I know what I want. I want Ambuscating Spell. So, your spells are particularly effective against those caught unaware. So, flat-footed opponents take a -2 penalty on saving throws against spells you cast. So, we've been taking stuff like Improved Initiative, Mythic Improved Initiative. We have the Hair Familiar for extra initiative. So, if we can cast our spells before the enemies act, we're basically going to be increasing the DC of our spells by 2, which again is very, very powerful. So we'll take this one because there's nothing else that's going to be more higher priority than this, so we can take this here without too much of a hassle. In terms of secrets, I think the more useful one out of all of them, honestly, is just going to Cleric and take Mass Heal. So we have Cordampina and she can cast Mass Heal, correct, but Cordampina is more of a blaster type of character. So by having Mass Heal on my Brown Fur Transmuter as well, means I have extra support, I have more heals, and if I want to free up some spell slots on Cordampina for extra offensive power, I can also do that. So Heal Mass here is our choice for Lore Master on Cordampini. And in terms of additional level 9 spells, I mean, we don't really need anything else. Foresight, I have other plans for this. I don't really want to fill up a slot on Cordampini with Foresight. This will probably be on my main character. I can still pick it though. I think I have a scroll for this. Yeah, I do. So I can just go for it. It doesn't really matter. I will probably never cast these spells in the entire game anyway. Do I care about this? I don't think so. I'll just take Shades. It's fine. And level up complete. Let me just check this here before I forget. Yeah, you do. Okay, so let's copy it so you also have it. Now, pets. Mike leveled up because the Ranger is a pet class. So it also progresses our pet. Now, what do you want? You have Tandem Trip. You have pretty much everything you could ever need. I could also take back-to-back to get the additional AC. I could take Weapon Focus, I could take Shake It Off. I think there's a number of options. I could even go for Improved Critical on Bite. Do I go for the Improved Critical on Bite? I think I will. Because if he crits, it's an outflying proc. Yeah, sure. I think at this point you can kind of pick whatever. But I like this one. I could go for back-to-back to be more defensive, but I really only want that on Scylla and Big Bird. Anybody else I think is fine without it. So we'll take this. And you don't level up because Lore Master does not have pet levels. And I think that's all. In terms of spells... Oh, we unlocked our second one. Nice. In terms of spell slots... Additional level 8 spell. What do I give you? I can give you Angelic Aspect Greater to protect yourself. You could also take Sea Mantle. You could also take this. Just... Immune to acid and cold is pretty good. Yeah, take that. And for level 9, yeah, I could go for this if I wanted to, but I'm just gonna go for this here. Mass healing, making everybody happy. I also want this at some point, but I think I'm gonna go for scrolls on this. Okay, what about you? You are the same thing, because rangers do not have shaman spell progression. And you... Additional level 8 and level 9 spells. So you can go here. Or I can take an additional Shield of Law for protection. And on level 9... I can take an additional one of these. These are bolstered. These are also bolstered, right? Ah, so wait. I can do... No, this is maximum 26. So if I look at my Hellfire Ray and I go into Meta Magic, let's see. Hellfire Ray, bolstered is free, intensified. I could get a level 9 spell here. Bolstered, intensified, and empowered, plus a maximize Meta Magic Rod would be pretty cool. But level 9 spell slots are expensive, let's say. I'll still take it. Sure. Let's do it on this color here, I think. Do it like that. And we can have some fun. And let's take one of them. Just for fun, mostly. Or do I want two? I have one... I have 5 Firestorms bolstered. Think that's fine. I could also have this intensified. It's also maximum 15d6. Okay, so give me just a second so that I can actually prepare some of my meta magic stuff here. So let's do this. New color, I suppose. Go like that. Write it. This is a level 8 spell. I like these more. You can just stay there for now. Just stay there for now. Okay. So, my plan was... Let's get back on track here. My plan was I do level up. And we're gonna rest. To get our spells back. Oh, hello. Since when are you a Glabrezu Conqueror? Okay. I just really want a corner. Like this. This should work. Okay. We're gonna rest here. And I want a corner to try and minimize the damage if we get ambushed. Let's do this. Again, in case we get ambushed. Stop fidgeting, thank you.
Hesitation is a waste of time.
Okay, so let's rest. I can't even see the camp. Thank you. Okay, Conflagrant Taco. I cannot scribe right now, that's fine. Wait.
No one stands in my way.
My
Let's strike from the shadows.
Okay, I think this should work, hopefully. One, two, three, four, five, six. You come here. No! Oh, God damn it. No! You're supposed to be on 51. Come on, man.
How much
Stop it.
longer, I wonder?
Can I also give you fortune for this? I wonder. Okay. Rest. Let's see if it works. God damn it.
They are the darkness.
A Succubus Enchanter and a Glabrezu Conqueror casting Confusion. I might do this on turn-based. I might just do it. Our Quicken Meta Magic Rod is spent. I can attack, or I can cast something. I think I'll put the Creeping Doom over there, try and keep that guy occupied. Might be the best option. Okay, pass. Spooders. Okay, so Sela. Let us 47, 52 AC. I'm gonna save the Mark of Justice for him.
No glory without risk.
Nice. I was not expecting a full attack there, actually. Oh, this is a standard action on you? Oh, pfft. That sucks. I think I know what I want with you. Can I just outright kill you guys? Because it's gonna be an ambuscading spell. Oh, you are dead. And you are also dead. Perfect. Pew. You did not die? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. You didn't die again. How? Okay, he has a plus 27 rolling an 18. Well, sure, okay. That's okay. But he's basically dead anyway because he's stunned. Well, let's do it like this. Empower. Bitch. Okay. Now let me rest, please. It was kind of wishful thinking that that would work with the invisibility there. Yeah, it just doesn't work. I can cleanse this if I go up. But I'm fine as I am right now. Okay, so let's buff up.
Everything has a price.
Before I forget, buff setup. Where is my... Wait, who is casting this? Oh, okay. This sea mantle also on you. And I need angelic aspect greater. You are going on you too. Perfect. There you go. I also went on you. Winds of Vengeance, it's fine. Okay, so buff up.
I always have
Okay,
the upper
let me
hand.
get. Oh god.
Let us not hesitate.
Well,
Okay,
Stay on your toes.
let's get some extra spells here. Not spells, charges. Okay, we can get one of the. Let's get some of these here, I think. Okay, so fully buffed. Let's get this on you.
Together
Mount
we
up.
stand.
Battles
Mount up.
Don't know? Don't care.
Let me get some resistances and protections here. So fire and lightning and fire.
Never
I'm gonna get something from you as well. Let's get cold and acid. I already had cold, didn't I? I think I did. It's okay. Lightning, cold, acid. Okay. Haste up. Let's go. So, where was I going? I'm gonna explore this room first, or do I want to go left here? Let's go there first. Since we had killed Mutasafen here and we uncovered this room, might as well go for it now.
Move aside.
Arcana 40 DC. That's free, okay.
I will not be trifled with.
This magical equipment is used to give mythic powers to demons. These implements are similar to the ones you saw in Xanter's lab. I see. Interesting.
now what is that?
Trap there, okay.
I hope you appreciate this.
Just whatever here. Mutasafen's letter. If you are reading this, Hepzamirah, my plan has most likely succeeded. I am now leading my army, through the lands of Galarian, and you are shaking with terror, waiting to find out how your father will punish you. How I wish I could be there to witness your humiliation. Perhaps Baphomet will spare you and send you after me. You probably hope to capture me and make me sub for using the power of the Hindran crystals that I helped you to obtain. Well, you should know that first of all, the revival system I created for myself is flawless. You can't kill me, even if you manage to kill me. Second, I am already close to perfecting my deadliest weapon. Do you know what it is? I will be able to temporarily remove the powers and abilities that are bestowed by Nahindran crystals. See, I've told you my secret, but I will not tell you how I will achieve this feat. What will it be? Poison? A spell? A magical object? I want to think about the possibilities so that you shudder and flinch at every shadow. A long time ago I learned the simple lesson. To gain power in the abyss, you must seize your underlings by the throat with one hand and destroy your enemies with the other. Well, you've destroyed many enemies, but you've never been good at controlling your subordinates. I've been preparing this rebellion for years, weaving intrigue, recruiting allies, gathering resources, working out a revival system for myself. And you never noticed. Be sure you mention that to Baphomet. He will appreciate my subtlety, although he will not be pleased that an ordinary demon, an incubus spawn no less, has tricked his princess daughter. So, farewell princess, I look forward to seeing you, but I will not be disappointed if your death prevents us from meeting again. Mutasafen. A pause for some water. This is trapped.
I am helpful, am I not?
How difficult was this? 54. Okay. All of that for a scroll of hold person. Amazing loot. Some ingredients, but not much else. Okay, let's explore the other areas then. Because we have something over here. And by the way, didn't I want to change something here?
Myself and
Yeah, because you have foresight,
Friendship's overrated anyway.
and you have foresight. but you don't. Yeah, so let's do this. I wish I could do this on bubble buffs, but I can't. Perfect.
I don't need
Let's move up.
heads will roll.
Holy crap. You know what this is? This is the area where if you come to this level through the elevator, you face these head on from this side. This way I could have ambushed them, but I did not. So, since I did not, let's all just wait here, except my main character. Because we have Vavakias, and Vavakias will drain my stats, and I don't want that. So for now, just stay here. Do this. And I'm thinking about... they have a lot of will and fortitude. I can still try with persistent rods and stuff to use a weird on them. If that fails, I'll probably go for some creeping dooms. Okay, let's see how this plays out first and then we'll decide. You rage. You just stay there for now. Same thing with you. And let's see how they bunch up here. Those don't matter. Okay. I feel like the Vavakias are gonna be able to breathe onto this area. Let me see if I can move up a little bit here and make them face me. Yeah, just face me.
I'll split you in half.
Not sure who he's facing, but let's see. So, Cordampini. Increased DC, persistent, weird, on the entire area here. And I'm kind of hoping this guy doesn't aim this way. No, he's aiming over there. Perfect. My character is fine, honestly. We're at 91 AC. And I think this doesn't even count the cover AC from Sea Mantle. So I feel like I'm fine. This is touch AC. Yeah, so other Sea Mantle plus 8 right there. So we're effectively at 99 AC right now. Let's see if Weird does something. Come on. It did something. Both Vrolikais got killed. And the Vavakia got killed. The Minotaur and the Balor... So the Minotaurs lived, the Balor lived, but that's it. Good job, Cordampini. Man, she just murders entire rooms. I love it. I'm gonna just keep my main character in the front because there's no point in having everybody else get hurt by the Balor. So focus on him. He's stunned also. Because they survived the weird, but they got stunned by it. Jesus Christ. Okay, so he's dead. Everything's dead. We can move again. Let's go. And there we go. So by coming this way, it's a lot simpler. And you may think to yourself, it would have been equally simple if we were just playing from this side, right? Because as I said, if you come here via the normal route, which is the elevator, you're going to be facing all enemies this way. But this means that both Vavakias are going to breathe on top of your entire party, and you can't really escape, right? Maybe you can dimension door into a corner or something, but it's kind of messed up. By fighting from this side, it's much simpler. I want to see something. Can I see an attack on my character? Yeah, they're targeting So this is the Balor, right? The Balor is attacking with a plus 40 to attack, but my AC against him is 94. So good luck, my friend, trying to hit me. Good luck trying to hit me. Okay. So yeah, we have foresight, we can't be flat-footed. We have a lot of AC, we have Vampiric Blade. My main character is very, very safe.
Follow me! Or don't.
I think this is the kitchen, right? With all of the little demons. Oh, before I move on, wait.
Move aside.
I'm missing something. Hehe, power from death. I'm gonna make a brief off topic here. Remember that I killed the shadow demon in the previous episode or 2 episodes back? One thing that I've done in one of my previous playthroughs, in one of those rare occasions that I do remember to do it, is I used repurpose on the dragon. And if you do that, you can have the dragon following you along and helping you out. That is a very bad thing to do. Because the dragon's breath is not party friendly. So I basically had a dragon with me, which seems useful, but in reality, he was breathing on top of my entire party, draining everybody, tons of strength. It just hurt me more than it actually benefited me. So, just a reminder for those of you who do like to use repurpose, the dragon is not the best choice. Xuneki. The huge demon cowers in fear when he sees you. He trembles, covering his head with his huge hands. Eek! Who are you? Did Our Lady in Shadow send you to punish us? I knew this would happen. Have mercy. It's not my fault. Dude, who are you? The words pour from his mouth, nearly tripping over themselves in their haste to escape his lips. My name is Xuneki. I used to be a slave here, but then I worked hard, and they made me an overseer. I kept a good eye on the slaves, and if anyone slacked off, I whipped them hard. And when the slaves revolted, I lashed 3 of them to death before they brought me down and trampled me. When the guards cleared the mine shaft of rebels, they healed me, and I was assigned to watch the kitchen where they cooked gruel for the slaves. So I'm a cook, not a soldier. Don't hurt me, alright? I'm a good worker, I can do good work for you too. What can you give me in exchange for your life?
I'm not touching that.
The demon hesitates for a moment, torn between his greed and his cowardice, but his terror gets the best of him. In the kitchen, behind the cauldron, I had a stash there. I stole some things and hid them away. Take them. Just don't touch me. I think if you kill him now, you may still lose access to that stash. I don't remember exactly. I'm gonna say you gave me the information before you should have, my friend. Because now I can still kill you and take the stash. I'll go for the good option. You worked as an overseer and abused poor unfortunate slaves. That's disgusting. The demon crouches down and covers his face, whimpering miserably. I didn't want to, I was forced to. It's all their fault. Tell me about this place. This is our newest location. We used to mine on the other islands. We hollowed out Vazglar. We mined until there was nothing left and the island began to sink. All the crystals were taken to the Nexus, and from there they were sent to Galarian, to some wizard called the Plagued One. Stupid name, huh? The demon chuckles nervously. That's why our camp was at the Nexus. But then it became dangerous there and everyone was evacuated. So this is where we live now. But life here is so bad. The demon's eyes fill with tears. There are constant rock slides, predators prowl from the caves, and a dragon hunted us until Hepzamirah forced a truce with her. There's also some kind of foul, stinking creature lurking about. Some of the guards ran into it and told me about its horrible stench. Of course, many of them disappeared on their patrols and never returned to report anything at all. And the crystals, they reek of something foul. Their light brings death. Most miners who manage to live longer than a year will die from exposure to the light. Those who survive become stronger and gain great power. But that doesn't happen often. Most of them just die. Why aren't you mining crystals on Alinithia? The cowardly demon shrinks back in terror and his whole body shaking with fear. It's too dangerous. We wanted to, I swear we did. Our scouts inspected the mines there, carved out a few shafts, and confirmed that the veins were full. But then they caught a few of Nocticula's spies and we realized that Our Lady in Shadow was watching us. Hepzamirah ordered us to stop what we were doing and get out of there. She said that we would mine the crystals later after Nocticula was no longer a threat. The demon faltered, suddenly realizing that he had said too much. Yeah, so she wanted to kill Nocticula, I think. Why does Hepzamirah need so many hidden crystals? The demon's voice drops to a weary whisper. She's gathering an army, a huge army to go to war on Galarian. But this army won't be like before. She gives her soldiers the power extracted from these crystals. And we've got so many crystals, no one will be able to resist this horde. What does she do with the crystals? Hepzamirah? Nothing. Everything is done by her assistant, Mutasafen. He cuts the crystals to stabilize their delicate energies. If you don't cut the crystal quickly, it loses power. As the power drains away, the crystal grows dim. Anyway, once the crystal is cut, Mutasafen selects a demon and conducts a ritual that will give them the mythic powers of the crystal. Okay, thank you for the info. I'm gonna kill you. Your miserable life is over. The demon is too terrified to resist. He covers his head with his chubby hands and lets out a pathetic, cowardly shriek of fear as he meets his end. And he just dies. Now, do I let these wretches live? Nay! We killed them all. It does seem like we do get the stash. An unappetizing gruel simmers in this pot-bellied cauldron. Pot-bellied cauldron. Ooh. Elemental Protector. This ring grants the water acid resistance 30, fire 20, electricity 10, cold 5. Also a +4 bonus of saving throws against cold 3. It's very underwhelming. We do not care about that ring. Hello, half-fiend guardian minotaur. How are you, my friend? Okay, can I charge you?
I don't need anyone's sympathy.
Can I charge you? I can.
We will win this war.
All this waiting bores me.
Yes. Let's go. Oh, I think we're very close to Hepzamirah, aren't we? I think we are. Okay, so the salamanders are tough because they cast nasty spells.
I'll cut you off.
But they should die very, very quickly here. As we can see. Nothing special.
How much longer, I wonder?
Their loot. What is that? Oh! These remains contain traces of divine power. The demons did not merely sacrifice this person to Baphomet, they tore them to shreds. All that is left of the body is a few scattered bones. So, this is corruption cleansing. We do have some corruption, so we're gonna remove it. Now, where do I want to go, actually? This is safe. I think this leads to Hepzamirah. So I want to go here first. Okay. This should also be okay. Go scout for traps. Traps?
The spirits guide me.
Traps.
I am helpful, am I not? I hope you appreciate this.
Heal. Blasphemy. A kukri. Keen kukri +1. Nothing special. Some scrolls. Diamond dust. A shrine to Baphomet. Very cute. Okay, so before we go for him and her, let's go explore this area here. Because we haven't seen what's over there yet. Okay. I'm guessing I cannot charge you.
Don't care.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm losing my temper.
Okay, let's just go.
I appreciate
They will break against our resolve.
What is that? Oh, I think this is the way to... yeah, to Hepzamirah. Okay. A specific tool will be needed to dispel the barrier of seething abyssal energy that blocks this path. I think we have it. I believe it's the key from Mutasafen. But in that case, I want to explore this first then. I like leaving the main event for the end. So what do we have here? A midnight bolt. in case you are going for the secret ending, which I'm not.
I am helpful. am I
And some
not?
more loot.
Move
Fine.
aside.
Okay. We should still have time to do this without making the episode go too long. Famous last words and all. I know there's an extra area that I want to go to, but I think I have to go to it through here. Like an optional enemy. Okay, so we move in. So just like depicts the head of a goat, the goat has a blazing star on its forehead. Okay, there's Hepzamirah. Okay, so I have a good understanding of where the fight should play out. I'm guessing over here. So I'm gonna put this there. And this is not the main event, really. The main event is something else. Okay. The sad part about it is we also cannot really buff too well
I don't need
for the main
any
event.
sympathy.
But I'll do what I
Never a
can
dull
still.
moment.
We're still gonna buff for this
I do
fight.
things my
There's no
way.
reason to not be cautious.
I always did. what
Invisible invisibility, let's go for
Therefore, I
burst of
became
glory
righteous.
here.
Does it mean that I've got my religion comes right because I
You
am
can go for sense vitals, you can go for sense vitals, you can go for divine power.
Hesitation
You
is a
can
waste
you
of
can
time.
bring out a couple of friends here. Okay. I am no longer hasted.
No, don't care.
Let's haste this up. And let's move in. Oh, it's not voiced? Ooh! I didn't remember this. You followed me for a long time, you frail, pathetic little stalker, but then you disappeared. You've been gone for so long, I thought you were dead. I'm glad you proved me wrong. I would have enjoyed it if you had died alone in the darkness, lost and forgotten, but I would much rather punish you in person. Behold the great daughter of Baphomet in all her glory. I forgot to buff with Mind Blank, didn't I? I freaking did. And I also forgot to rage. The hand of the inheritor. There is strength in the tormented angel's voice, though it quivers with pain. Cordant, the false chosen one, herald of my jaded faith. How did this come to pass? Echo of the Skari. Mortal, watch the golden-winged servant of the impostor goddess weep. The fool flew right into our trap. Hepzamirah and I have tortured him from the moment we captured him, and the whole time he spoke only of you. It was as if he didn't care about the pain at all, at least not the pain that we caused. Did you know that I was coming for you? Hepzamirah stared at you contemptuously. You crusaders think that all demons are as dumb as the rabble we send on Galarian, but that isn't true. We have prevailed in wars and battles that you mortals know nothing about, and I always use scouts. My spies are everywhere. When you were trying to get the attention of Our Lady in Shadow, they told me that you were searching for me. I tracked your movements. I knew the moment you stepped foot on that ship, and I sent my slave Castiglier after you. Unfortunately, he proved just as useless in death as he was in life. I disappeared? What are you talking about? My journey only lasted a few weeks. Weeks? You haven't been seen in almost 6 months. You showed up in the abyss, caused mayhem and Lucianira, and then you disappeared. My spies told me that you had acquired the ship and were headed for Colyphyr, so I sent Castiglier to hunt you down. But you disappeared, and up until now I assumed you were dead. I thought you must be fish food by now. Or that perhaps you had deserted, having realized your ridiculous and pathetic struggle was doomed to failure. The echo of the Skari's laugh is shrill and unpleasant. The abyss is primordial chaos. The laws of space and time have no power here, but this chaos can be controlled. You could, for example, force it to distort time around a particular ship, one that is being used by some overconfident outsiders who are used to a world of order and stability. Let the angel go or you'll be sorry. How can you possibly still care for the one who abandoned you? If you want the winged fool, come and get him. The demon tosses her head defiantly, lowering her sharp curved horns like a bull ready to charge. Mutasafen stole your army from you. The demon reels as if she's been slapped. You can hear the pure rage in her voice as she hisses angrily. Mutasafen is a skilled alchemist and a gifted scientist, but he thinks too highly of himself. He was born in the Abyss and has spent his life here, so his knowledge and skills were too valuable to risk on the front lines. He dreams of endless entertainment in the lands of the mortals and desires the glory of conquering Galarian. But he will not live to see such triumph. He will pay bitterly for his betrayal. After all, I am one of the few who know the secret of Mutasafen's mortality. But you don't need to worry about any of that. You won't live long enough to see me destroy him. The portal in this room, where does it lead? It leads to the Nexus, our hub of mines and portals. You managed to put the mining of Nahindrian crystals on hold for a while, but the work will resume soon. I'll finish here with you, then go to Galarian, catch Mutasafen and drag him back. I'll have to decide the best punishment for him. Can he still work with the crystals if he has no eyes? How about one eye and one hand? And of course, I'll certainly take his legs. He will continue to create an army for me, whether he wants to or not. And with these hordes, I will march through the world wound, through Mendev, and through your entire plane from one end to the other. Mortals shall bow before Hepzamirah, daughter of Baphomet. Why don't you just give up? Hepzamirah's roar shakes the ground, her angry eyes flash crimson. When I'm finished with you, I will have you chained. You will be dragged behind the army, naked, wounded and trembling. You will watch as I, daughter of Baphomet and archpriest of his cult, take Galarian by the throat. I will bring it to its knees and make it weep like a wench that's been whipped. Sure, bitch. So, what do they have? Minotaur Evoker, Dispeller, Evoker and Dispeller. The Echo of the Sky doesn't play, the Hand of the Inheritor doesn't play, and Hepzamirah herself. Chaotic Outsider, level 15 Outsider, level 11 Cleric, level 6 Mythic Fighter, Crusader. 1300 hit points, a lot of XP, almost no buffs. Almost no AC. Really? Am I seeing this right? Is she that much of a pushover? Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with every single hit. In case I want to cast, I'm going to turn this off. So let's do that. Rage. So go. Go. Shoot him.
Demand your blood.
We have our spider swarms. Let's see if they can deal with that. I would like to put my backline in the guarded hearth. And then cast some spells. Let's see how long you live. I'm guessing not long. Okay, you guys are here. The Evocator is going forward, You can play. Let's see if we can weird out the Minotaurs at least. Yep, killed. Are immune, right? They're probably immune. Heroism greater. Where are you going? Where is she going? Huh? I don't know where she's going. I'm gonna send Mike for you. I'm gonna send Doggy Doggerson for you. Good job, Cordampini. You did very well. And Cordampina, your touch AC is 32. I didn't even see what happened. I think it was a Hellfire Ray that killed it. Run for your life! Head for the Nexus! We'll hide from this horrible Galarian Illusionira! Wow, I couldn't kill them? I wanted the XP. You will pay for this. My father will punish you for your insolence. Will he? Behold the power, behold the greatness. Tremble before Baphomet. Make this insolent mortal suffer, my lord, and punish this rebellious angel who refused to bow before you. Ah, the angel who wandered into the abyss and couldn't find his way back to heaven. I've heard about you. My daughter could not break your spirit, but I will rip out your heart. My lady Iomade, hear my final words. The leader of the crusade is one of Arilu Vorlesh's profane creations. His power comes from the blood of fallen demon lords. There is no hope for any of us. Dude. Looks like you overdid it, my daughter. Your torture drove the angel mad. Oh, he was being quite literal. A swift execution. But I wasn't finished with this angel. There were so many games I wanted to play with him. He ripped out his heart. Show your power, O Lord. Let our enemies tremble in terror. Now it's your turn, you low-life scum. You have disappointed me. How dare you summon me here? How dare you use forbidden knowledge? You think I'm here to save you? No, I'm here to inflict punishment. Death by destruction.
Have I been summoned merely to push this creature to death? A mortal who still shows loyalty to the queen that exiled him to the abyss. Oh yes, Galfrey guards her glory with the jealousy of a lioness.
Let me just say that this is freaking epic. Is there... Wait, give me a second. Man, I love seeing Baphomet in the game. The fiery gaze of the Demon Lord of Beasts pierces you like a red-hot knife. The demon scrutinizes you for a moment, then bursts into mocking laughter that resounds through the air.
But no, this creature proudly wears the knife stuck in his back like a badge of honor. Or is the betrayal weighing you down after all? Did you come here looking for a new master? One who can help you seek revenge.
Yeah, the music is freaking awesome. God damn. Where did you send the hand of the inheritor? So he's not dead.
Why do you care about his fate? He was merely your overseer. Heaven sent him to watch over you. His only purpose was to remind you of your mission and to destroy you should you stray from the path. You shouldn't worry about him. He is just Iomede's pawn, and she did not think twice about sacrificing him. The foolish angel thought he would be forgiven for leaving Regathiel and joining Iomede, but heaven never rewards traitors with its trust.
And I will say that this voice actor, I think, did a pretty good job. Did you slay your own daughter?
I have countless slaves and numerous offspring. When one of them disappoints me, I simply get rid of them. To me, you are nothing more than mayflies. Your lives are so brief, it is as if you are already dead.
I love him, man. I really love him. I have vanquished your servants and I can do the same to you.
Even if we pretend for a moment that you have a chance of winning, have you considered what reward awaits you? Your queen knows that you have surpassed her. Your success is why Galfrey exiled you here. How will she reward you for the death of a demon lord? Will she honor you by personally slitting your throat? Sadly, we will never know the answer, because you have no chance of winning.
And this is a pretty unfair fight. Game. Because he starts the fight with Baphomet's word, which is essentially a mass dispel, which doesn't care about difficulty rating. It will just dispel you. So right now, we are completely unbuffed. We have no buffs whatsoever. And this guy is pretty impossible to kill, I think. He has 85 AC, which is very, you know, what is the word I'm looking for? Prohibitive, I guess? Flat-footed and touch are kind of okay, but remember, we are not buffed. So 85... He has a couple of buffs, not too many, but he has some powerful ones like Foresight and Holy Aura and stuff like that. He's immune to Compulsion, Death, Petrified, Movement Impairing, Ability Score Drain, okay. Level 31 Outsider, level 10 Mythic War Priest. I'm guessing I'm gonna get turned into a dog very quickly, because he loves to open up with Baleful Polymorph. Man, nice music though. I'm gonna leave it on. So what do we do here? We're gonna go for a Mark of Justice. Thankfully, I think we don't really need to win this fight. I think as long as some time passes or we deal a little bit of damage, the game will kind of just win the fight for you. For story reasons. Can I ever really hit you? 31 with Guarded Hearth. Touch AC again 60. It's gonna be very tough. I'm gonna have you be on Corrupt Magic duty. I sincerely doubt I'll be able to actually go through his damage difficulty rating for dispelling, but I'll try it still. You can rage and go.
Let's hear you cry.
Camellia, I think you just shoot in the hopes of something hitting. I could go for guaranteed damage on you. I could try to go for a Holy Mary on a Hellfire Ray, but it's not gonna land. I'll just go for guaranteed damage, I guess. Do that. Empowered, yeah, sure. And Cordampini, do you have shield? You do have shield. Bitch! Okay. So if you have shields, I guess I'll just summon some more Creeping Dooms. Okay. Do I get turned into a dog? Ah, right. Overwhelming Presence. Attack of Opportunity, God knows why. Insta-kill on Scylla here. Lovely. Can I even get out of Overwhelming Presence? I don't think I can. Yeah, that's just a lot of damage going out. You are sickened. Can you even do something here? Yep. You two are not disabled. Neither are you. But you are and you are. And I don't believe I can clear out any of those effects. Let me see here. Where is Cordampini? Ah, there. Well, let's just wait a bit. Because I'm hoping that we should be fine. We should be fine by just waiting. That's how I typically deal with this, honestly. You healed us up, let's go for guaranteed damage that we talked about. And you just shoot. I would love for you to get out of this. If I succeed the save, I can get out of it. Let's use Fortune to re-roll our saving throws. And hope the fight ends before we have to suffer too much. Okay, the Bloody 9 is back. Awesome. He's busy on summons, and the fight's over. Yeah, so we don't have to bother too much with this, thankfully. You feel your hair stand on end, the blood boils in your veins, and the fire within your heart is so fierce and hot, it feels as if it is about to burn through your chest. A cry springs from your lips, and at the sound of your voice, a light envelops the cave. Wait, doesn't Scylla have Last Stand? Maybe not. The ground begins to shake as your radiant presence overwhelms those around you, knocking them back into the surrounding rocks.
Which of my enemies is responsible for this trap? Who has put you up to this, you pathetic insect?
It's gonna be a little bit of a longer episode, I'm sorry.
Such power must have a source. You are such a curious insect. I must see what is inside you.
Are you sure you're a match for me, dark creature? You should flee. Or... didn't expect that, did you? Are you afraid of me? Good, you should be. Pew!
You are on the path to greatness, mortal, and I will gain a new trophy.
Nocticula, Lady in Shadow, once again, I offer you an alliance. A great alliance.
I've told you before, and I'll tell you again. The answer is no.
Pew! Midnight Bolt! Yeah, she's ripping out his heart.
It has been a long time since I last killed a demon lord. It is good to see that I remain unsurpassed in my craft.
How did you get here?
You have been absent for too long. You are the chosen instrument of my will, but for months there was no word from you, and no one in the Midnight Isles knew where you were. I watched you from afar, unseen, but then you also managed to hide yourself from my gaze. If it hadn't been for Lady Vorlesh, I would have thought you dead long ago. She kept reassuring me that you were alive, and then I felt your blood in my realm again, and I heard the sound of Baphomet's hooves as he walked through my land. That is when I realized two things. First, this was my chance to annoy the old goat, and second, betting on you was the right choice.
I don't really like any of these options, but I guess she did help us, so... Thank you for your timely arrival, Lady in Shadow.
Oh no, you are the hero. I simply put the finishing touches on the work of art you created.
Why did you decide to attack Baphomet? You didn't want war.
I did not want to enter into a difficult, exhausting war against Baphomet when he was at full strength. But massacring his minions when they are helpless and success is guaranteed? Well, that is a different matter entirely. Thanks to recent events, the slaughter can finally begin. Baphomet is frightened. He will not leave his abode for at least a year, because if he dies again within that time, his death will be final. This gives me an overwhelming advantage. My black bolts gave him a kiss he will not soon forget, and the memory of their touch will cool his fervor.
I like her a lot, she is smart.
Two armies of demons will meet in the coming battle, and one of them will be led by its mistress in all her glory. The other one, however, will be cut off at the head, and left without the leadership of its lord. In a year's time, I will have undermined Baphomet's forces and deprived him of his troops and allies. By the time he finally feels invincible again, it will be too late. And instead of crushing my servants and destroying my islands, he will be forced to bargain for his life. As you can see, I won this war before it started, and it's all thanks to you.
Let me just do something here because I don't want it to mess up with the dialogue volume. Now that Baphomet is dead, will he become an island in your realm?
No. Any demon lord that is killed will return to their abyssal realm, where they will be reincarnated. Their body will be unharmed, but the demon lord will be vulnerable for an entire year. If they are killed again during that time, they will be drawn into the Rift of Repose forever. However, if I kill them, they will become an island in my realm. Therefore, nothing will induce Baphomet to leave his labyrinth during the next year.
You said I was gone for several months, but my journey didn't take that long.
Perhaps it felt that way, but believe it or not, Xuneki has already forgotten the hot-headed Galarian who caused mayhem throughout the city. You may have ended up in some sort of temporal anomaly. These sometimes occur in the Abyss. Or perhaps someone arranged this anomaly for you. If that is the case, you are lucky to have escaped from it so quickly. You could have been gone for several centuries.
My power is increased.
Of course it has. Everything went according to plan. Your fight with the Demon Lord sapped much of your strength, and you were forced to rely on the power that you were given by Lady Vorlesh. You reached for it instinctively, without even realizing what you were doing.
Okay, enough about the past, let's talk about the future.
Every Demon Lord needs a weapon. Someone who will be an instrument of their will. Baphomet chose Hepzamirah, and I chose you. I'm glad I picked the superior weapon. You proved yourself stronger than your counterpart, and laid bare the cowardice of my enemy. I, the Lady of the Midnight Isles, will give you the honor and glory that such a deed deserves. With a single blow, you have begun the great war between Nocticula and Baphomet. And I will reward you for this achievement.
Perilous shade.
Your queen will reward you for this deed. But she cannot match the generosity of the Lady in Shadow. Accept my profane gift, and remember the moment you triumphed. The moment Nocticula herself expressed her gratitude and respect for you.
So one thing to note about this gift here is that this is a very useful gift to have. It will increase your stats by quite a lot, and it's overall just very, very useful. But if you want to go the legend route, you need to reject the gift. But rejecting the gift is not a free action, let's say. You need to pass, I think, a will saving throw to reject the gift. And if you fail it, you cannot go legend. So the best way to just guarantee we don't have to deal with that nonsense, we just say I don't need your gift. There are ways to pretty much guarantee that you win, like casting Guarded Earth where you expect the dialogue to happen and buffing yourself up and whatnot. I'm just gonna say I don't need your gift here.
You refuse my gift? Reject my favor? As you wish. My patronage will not extend to your humble self.
You promised you would help to close the world wound if I killed Hepzamirah.
Conquest is your next step. The world wound can only be closed where it was opened, in the Threshold Fortress. Go back to Galarian, gather an army, and bring the full force of your power down upon your enemies. Baphomet will wish to recall his soldiers as soon as possible in order to repel my attack. You will only have to deal with Discari's servants. When you get back to Threshold, stand on the edge of the rift that connects your plane and the Abyss, and we will execute our plan.
Okay. What's to stop Baphomet from sending more slaves here to mine crystals?
I will stop him. Baphomet's servants will be too frightened to go to the place where their master was killed. And whoever tries to mine my crystals will taste my wrath. You have fulfilled the mission for which you came, Galarian Crusader. The mining of Nahindrian crystals has ceased, and Baphomet and Ascari will no longer have mythic demons under their control. I will send my servants to destroy the network of passages they have carved throughout my islands. I will destroy all their portals, including the one that brought you to Alashanira.
What's happening on Galarian?
It is clear that Queen Galfrey lacks your talent as a strategist. In your absence, she has made several mistakes that have brought Mendev's crusaders to the brink of destruction. She is a skilled warrior, and a good leader, but that is not enough. It never has been when it comes to dealing with the world wound. You were the one who tipped the scales toward a victory for Mendev. But you'll soon find out everything for yourself. I won't spoil the surprise.
How do I get home?
The same way you arrived, through the Nexus. The rift that led you into the Abyss is open. Of course, the Queen tried to close up every opening within the Midnight Fane, but I'll let you in on a secret. She didn't close all of them. If you look hard enough, you'll find the way back.
Okay, so I still have some things to do in Colyphyr.
As you wish. I only hope that when you get home, it won't be too late to save your plane. Now it is time for you to return to your plane. You are desperately needed there. And I must attend to my own affairs.
Okay, so this is kind of the downside of going for these fights near the end of the episode, because they can be long with dialogue. I'm gonna pick up the items, I'm gonna look at them after the fact, so we don't have to bother with the with that right now. Are you out of it? You are polymorphed, of course you are. Somebody always gets polymorphed. Can I remove the fatigue at least? Or the exhaustion? Yes, thank you. We are still slowed. That's fine. But yeah, overall this fight is simple, because essentially what's gonna happen is you just wait a little bit and the fight progresses. I am not sure if you need to deal some damage for the fight to move on. Maybe my swarms did some damage I didn't even notice, but it just moves on, so you don't actually have to defeat him. I think the only time you have to defeat him is if you're an angel, I believe. But for that, you can prepare in some different ways. Like if you have some kind of item that makes you immune to mind affecting, like let's say, what is my ring? I know I have at least a ring that does this. This one, right? Yeah. Makes you vulnerable to fire, but you also get will saving throw bonus and immune to mind affecting conditions. So this would make you immune to overwhelming presence, which would help out a lot. And that in and of itself could just turn the tide of the fight for you. But other than that, you can just do what I did here, which is just wait until the fight moves on and you should be fine. Hepzamirah herself, as you saw, is nothing special. She just dies and does nothing. But Baphomet is an entirely different story. Especially because, again, he just straight up fully dispels you and you can't really do anything about it. So yeah, we're gonna end the episode for now, my friends. We have something else to do here. You can see a little spoiler here with the salamander. There is an additional area here, an optional area, with also a very tough opponent, which I want to do before we leave. And I also want to go back to the Foul Queen, tell her that we killed Hepzamirah, get our reward, and possibly also kill that bitch. But yeah, for now, my friends, will be it. I will also have to deal with the Baleful Polymorph, and if I can't dispel this, I'm going to show you a guaranteed way of getting rid of this. Very easy. But for now, that's it. I want to thank you all for being here with me on the channel, watching some Pathfinder Outer Righteous. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Questions, suggestions, anything at all, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more videos coming out soon. It is also a free and easy way to support the channel. I hope to see you all in the next episode, and until then, stay safe, everyone.